Nyheim Hines, his first carry. And some space here. And they work this well upfield across the 45. That good for 22 and a first down.
Boy, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral. Also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think it'll help set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10.
Slam. Hey, check 24.
2nd and 10. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Sacked there by Jadeveon Clowney.
Well, competition comes up in so many different ways. And right now, this unit, their competition is who's going to get to the quarterback the most times. Had about 5 sacks last week, and we just saw their first one of this game.
They just do get the playoff as he'll look to throw. He'll find Paris Campbell. That's complete. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Paris Campbell, his 6th touchdown of the season, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Point after, right down the middle. And that makes the score 7-0. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll take this across the 25. Couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. Watson will bring up the Texans here, 1st and 10 at their own 27. Now a give, right side. Shaw. Space to maneuver at the 40. Give him 17 on the pickup there, and the Texans also get a new set of downs. Although his reputation as a speedy runner precedes him, it's always fun to watch him work.
It is eye-opening, isn't it? Because when you see him get the ball and just go, in addition to that speed, it helps out his blockers. They don't have to hold blocks for long because he's just going to speed right past them.
A loss of 2 there, 2nd down.
It's a loss of 2. Brings up 2nd and 12 at the 42-yard line.
58, boys, 58.
On 2nd and 12, Watson steps away to his left. He'll run it. It's just a gain of a couple there on the scramble, and now it's 3rd down.
At the 44-yard line. A gain of 2 makes it 3rd down and 10.
Where's that? 19! Mike, 58, right there. Hey, let's get that ball, D. Let's get that ball. 58's the Mike. Put it down. The Mike. Exit. Hey, 58 is the Mike. Go 58's the Mike. Put it down.
Throwing on 3rd down, Watson looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Shaw. And they'll get him to the ground. He has another first down at the Colts' 41-yard line.
Plenty of things to talk about here, partner, but to me, their defense gave up a touchdown on the first drive. How about how they're responding, coming back? That's a big 3rd down pickup to keep their drive alive.
And he'll take this one down to about the 40. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run.
Let's get off the field, D. Let's get off the field.
Watson. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. Call it a pickup of 7, and just like that, it's 3rd down.
I'm not sure that this play was designed for him specifically, but they got through the progressions and got the ball to him. So second catch on the drive. He may not be a primary guy, but they definitely want him involved, don't they?
Absolutely. This early, the opening drive, as you said, 2 catches. So if they can get him going in the passing game, that should open up his running game too.
That's a baby shot. 49, check 49, check 49.
Hey, 54. Hey, no time.
3rd and 2, Watson. He finds his target, Fuller. And he's able to get the first here as he's taken down at the 25. That one good for 7 as this long drive continues and the chains move again.
Get ready, get ready, get ready.
They'll run on first down. It's Shaw, and he'll be tackled at the 23 after a gain of 3. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Here I come again. Here I come again. Here I come. Oh, echo. 58 to Mike. 58 to Mike. Watch a slap. Watch a slap.
On 2nd and 7, Watson. It's complete to Fuller. And he lost the football. And the Colts pick it up. And he'll return it to the 24-yard line.
We have seen this before, and we know coaches preach about this and work on it all the time. Catch the ball. You know there's going to be some traffic somewhere. They've got to put it away and secure it as they try and get downfield.
Here's a handoff to Hines to begin the drive. There he goes, right side. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Nyheim Hines, 76 yards. And the Colts strike quickly here for 6 points. They've got to be thrilled on the road right now. Touchdown, turnover, touchdown, and quickly trying to make it 14-0.
Yeah, and mentioned it already. On the road, to be able to go into someone else's house and establish a start like that, obviously your confidence rises in a big way, and you're putting some doubt in their minds.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This will be taken in at the 1. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Throwing again on 2nd down, but this time it's incomplete.
And it is true. You can draft the fastest. You can draft the most athletic guys. But if they don't know the art of positioning, sometimes it's all for naught. In this case, in the right spot, help force the incompletion.
Yeah, but had his hands on it for a second. Would have been a tough catch, though. Falls incomplete. An incomplete pass on 2nd down. It muddles things a little bit here. This is 3rd and 10. Over the middle, complete. That's Shaw. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. A fresh set of downs on a gain of 13 there for the Texans. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Again, it's Watson. And the tip there altered the ball flight, and it falls incomplete. It'll be 2nd down. So line of scrimmage still the 39 on 2nd and 10. Throwing again is Watson. And he's going to have the hook up to QT. And they'll get him to the ground. He has another 1st down at the Colts' 32-yard line. So the defense blitzed. A nice job picking that up, completing the pass.
And how in sync was the quarterback in his center on that play? They saw the blitz, made the appropriate calls, got the line engaged, because now They know they're going to be extra guys coming at the quarterback, so they got their assignments down pat and kept them away from him, and he's able to step up in the pocket and fire one now for a really good strike.
Had the completed pass, but for no gain, stopped right at the line, so it's 2nd and 10. Buying time to his left. He'll get the first down and more inside the 20. And they'll get him to the ground. He has another first down at the Colts 16. From the red zone now, Watson. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
You've always been very good about checking my math. Am I correct? That's the first time that it's been incomplete when they've thrown it to him?
Yes, he had caught every other ball coming his way.
So they feel like they've got something really good going there, and they're going to continue to go there until the defense makes an adjustment and takes it away.
Well, they finally made an adjustment there. We'll see if they can build on that stop.
And this is why trying to cover the angle route is so difficult. Anyone playing the linebacker position, when they see a running back out of the backfield widen because he heads towards the flat first, oftentimes you widen too much and overcommit. He cuts up inside, and this is what we saw there. A nice pickup for a first down.
From the gun, here's Watson. Rolling, and he's in. It's a Houston Texans touchdown.
But this was a pass all the way, but he just kept buying time, didn't he? It was kind of like, wait. Oh, it's open. Time to hot-foot it and go. And, boy, was he successful.
Yeah, didn't go to the outside toward the pylon, just straight ahead, middle third of the field.
Shortest distance between 2 points. Straight line.
Extra point by Fairbairn, up and good. And that'll make our score 14-7. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. This fielded at the 2. And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line.
The Colts take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And coming off a one-play drive that was so deflating for the defense, what's their mentality? How do they rally here and stop this offense?
Well, hopefully there's some determination that sets in because they weren't ready to go on the last one. Give all the credit to the offensive guys for getting it done, but to allow a run of that length, that's just not being prepared. So now, are they determined? Are they ready to read their keys and make the proper plays?
And we'll see how determined they are. They go play action here on first down. Looking for Campbell downfield. Oh, that was dangerous. Throw it into coverage, almost picked. But instead, they'll keep it on 2nd down.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. Oh, a battle for it here, and this will be caught. That one for Indianapolis, resulting in 15 yards and a fresh set of downs.
Let's go, defense. Let's get out the field, defense.
On first down, Hines. And he's got some space here. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. That one 28 yards on the ground.
Outside handoff to the right side. If you're a running back, you love getting the ball early so you have vision to see what's happening in front of you.
Right tackle likes that call. Big play for him. But don't forget about the guys you always tell me on the backside sealing off.
When they talk about cutoff blocks, making sure no one can leak from the backside that can run a play down.
And nobody leaked. Big play. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the second quarter. 14-7. Coming up in a couple of minutes, we'll get you to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. The coach will have stats and scores from earlier today in the NFL. They'll set up to throw. Got his man there complete to Gallup. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9.
Here we go.
That's over 40 yards of movement with those last two plays.
We didn't need to ask around the league, but we got to confirm this guy's a good player. They've got to find a way to get him more involved, call a few more plays that target him.
Absolutely, because here we are toward the end of the first half, and that's the first target, not just the first catch, first target. They'll drop to throw. They'll find Hines out of the backfield. Diving for the end zone, and the ball's knocked out. And will they call it a touchback? No, it's out at the 1-yard line. They were inches there from blowing a golden scoring opportunity. Good yardage on first down. Now can they punch it in on second and goal?
Whip, 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 whip. Watch the whip.
They'll try to run with Hines. And they'll bring him down after just a short pickup. Call it a gain of a yard as they get a little bit closer here. It's third and goal.
And a nice job defensively to keep him out of the end zone. He was trying to get his second touchdown already in the first half.
They had that one earlier, was bidding for a second. On third down, it's Hines. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. They come out here in the eye. A field goal would make it a 2-score game, but they're going to go aggressive. They're going to try this thing on fourth and goal. It's complete. Swings it out to his running back. And he takes this one in for a Colts touchdown. Nyheim Hines, his second TD of the game and 18th of the year. And the Colts, they add on to their advantage. Extra point right down the middle. And it's now 21-7. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. Well, look at the clock here. You're inside of a minute. First half hasn't gone that well for you. How are you going to play this drive?
Well, I've been told by my coaches previously that the intelligent approach, go ahead and run out the clock and start over. Don't make any more mistakes. But there's also something to understanding that you got this last drive here. You get the ball to start the second half. Try and go 2 for 1 here. Get some points now and come out of the locker room and get more points again and get your momentum really built up.
He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked up by Malik Hooker. He's continuing to be a big presence defensively. Remember last week, AFC Defensive Player of the Week, and a big pick right there.
And when you pile up big numbers, it gets everyone's attention. But sometimes the number just needs to be, how many game-changing plays did you make? Did you take the ball away from the other team? He just did that, trying to win the award again this week.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Now the former 4th-round pick, it's Kalen Ballage. And he'll work this back to right around the line of scrimmage and surrender there. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down.
Check 41.
Second and 10.
They'll keep it on the ground again here. And obviously not fooling anybody here as they stop him behind the line of scrimmage. He lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down. So we have come to halftime in what's already a 2-touchdown game. As we'll get you over to Orlando, where standing by is Jonathan Coachman. He has our EA Sports halftime report. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line.
At their own 19-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
and I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. But this is a real, I'm doing it though. This is a really important drive, and we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half too, and they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for them. Looking for more there on first down, but this throw downfield incomplete. They work again from the 38 on 2nd and 10. Here's Watson. Going to throw again. And he's going to drop this off to his fullback. And he is going to lose yardage here. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up 3rd down. A pass for negative yardage, obviously no good. Maybe he shouldn't have thrown it, or maybe he shouldn't have caught it.
And I think we were seeing it at the same time, weren't we? Maybe you let that one go, right? Because you can see the lost yardage about to develop. But that goes against every instinct of a receiver. They're taught to catch everything. So it's really hard to be mad at him and yell at him for trying to make that play.
They'll get 11, but still a little short. 4th down.
Well, it wasn't a big strike, but that completion put them in really great range. What do we have now, 4th and inches?
Yeah, it's not more than a half a foot.
You know what I would do here?
You would always go for it.
I'm one of those guys.
So in their own territory, but they only need a few inches, so they're going to opt to go for this thing. We'll see. Maybe a surprise pass or run. What will they? And now the ball's out. Fumble near midfield. And the Colts pick it up. And the return comes to a halt right at the 44-yard line. And the aggressive play call simply does not work out. You're on your own side of the field here. Punt it, right?
Yeah, I would agree with that. There's a time for analytics and a time for being aggressive, but not with this field position. There's also a time for good old football 101 sense.
Yeah.
Punt it away. Let your defense take over with better field position.
That's good for an Indianapolis first down on a gain of 10. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Play action, they'll throw. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Jadeveon Clowney in there yet again. What else is new? He continues to rewrite the record book in single-season sacks. And the job becomes twice as difficult now. After the sack, it's 2nd and 20.
Check 13. Check 13. Check. Check hot route.
Looking to throw. Looking for Campbell downfield. That's going to be caught. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Paris Campbell with his 2nd touchdown of the game, number 7 on the year. And the Colts take advantage of the turnover to put up 6. Extra point splits the uprights, and the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This will be taken in at the 1. And a nice job there as he gets this one up just shy of the 35-yard line at the 34.
At their own 34-yard line.
Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. And the turnover last time, that's sort of been symptomatic of their struggles here in this one.
Big word. I like it, though, because you're exactly right.
You like that, don't you?
All game long, they've struggled moving the ball, turning it over on the last possession. Somewhat again symptomatic.
Yeah.
I like that.
Your analysis symptomatic of the success of this broadcast.
What I like is that you gave me the word, and I just kept using it.
It'll wind up being a loss of 2. And all of a sudden here, it's 3rd down.
Set. 19.
Down to lose 1.
Out of the gun, Watson. He's got Fuller. And they're going to have this this across midfield and inside the 45. A gain of 22.
Nice catch right there. Brings to mind the sentence, when in doubt, find your veterans.
I used to laugh back in the day when they would call guys like him crafty veterans. You get up in your 30s, you're still playing receiver, but you're around that long at that position, you're doing something right.
Just remember this. When he was young, he thought the crafty veteran was simply a guy who couldn't run anymore. Now he understands a little bit better.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
Let's go, D.
Faking the give. Now Watson. Oh, the ball is out. Watson lost it. And the Colts pick it up. 30. 20. And they are going to score on the fumble return. Touchdown, Indianapolis. And give some kudos to the defensive coordinator, I think, here. They bring the blitz, they dial it up, and it turns into 6 points for them.
It's so nice to hear you actually give kudos to the defense. It is so nice. You're such an offensive guy like that. I love it. He dialed things up, and boy, a big play resulted for his guys.
Well, you like the credit to the defense there, right, my friend?
Yeah, do I ever?
And his kick is good, and flags fly as well. Some frustration showing through right now. This is going to be a roughing call. Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
This is taken at the 3. And he'll get it up across the 20 to the 21-yard line. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And they weren't on the sidelines for long, but I'll tell you what, I'm glad you and I weren't down there. We could hear them. The coaches from all the way up here, they were adamant, you've got to hold on to the football or else we have no hope.
Yeah, it's easy for me to laugh sitting up here, but you're exactly right. If we were down there, that message would have been received a whole different way. Because turnovers, they've been a big problem for them. Got to take care of the football. Got to hold on to it.
They'll keep it on the ground. Shaw, he'll be marked down at the 26 with a gain of 7.
Hadn't had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end.
I can't believe they let you play. I can't believe they even let you play.
From the gun on 3rd, Watson. And a big loss here as he's taken down.
So if we recount real quick, he had the touchdown earlier, and now he comes up with the sack here. No doubt about it, he's having himself a game.
The Texans send the punter out as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one. Here comes Peppers. A great return there of 22 yards. And the Colts will go on offense here, 1st and 10. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. This is sort of what you would call a put-away drive, isn't it? They score here, especially a touchdown. It's almost out of reach.
It certainly feels that way, and I think that they're going to call their plays accordingly because what you really want to do, even though you know the scoreboard is still up there and the game's going to go on, in fact, you can take the spirit away from another team. That their drive and will to come back and win can be taken with another score right here.
It's still 3rd quarter, but you just get that feel.
Yeah, they're teetering right there on the brink, aren't they?
Here we go, here we go. 41's the mic, 41's the mic. Check, 41. Go. Check. Lucky.
Back to throw now on 1st down. And they're going to get him. He's taken down for a sack back at the 47-yard line. The safety, Adrian Amos, Davis comes crashing in for the sack. After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. Back to throw here. They'll try and set up the screen to Hines. And down he goes at the 49, a 3-yard pickup.
A 3-yard pickup. And it's 3rd down.
Match box. You right nowhere.
On 3rd down, it's Hines. And brought down, but able to get it to their 30-yard line. That good for 19 and a 1st down.
Do my eyes deceive me, or is he getting stronger as this game moves along?
Burst seems just as good here in the 4th as it was way back in the 1st, doesn't it?
I do believe someone put a lot of time in the offseason and continues to condition during the season in order to continue to carry the ball at this rate.
41 Mike. 41 Delta. 41 Mike. Shut up.
On 1st down, he'll drop to throw. He'll complete this to Ingram as tight end. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks because no matter what, you really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy was going to be, and he ended up going to a secondary target for a nice game.
And he's going to be taken down back around the 35-yard line. Jadeveon Clowney bringing the pressure yet again. That's his 3rd sack here tonight.
And it's 3rd down. 3rd and long.
The Colts on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 15.
41's coming. 41's the Mike. What we got? 41's the Mike. 41's the Mike.
Back to throw. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. 4th quarter, you've got the big lead. If you're coaching, Charles, you still taking shots like that downfield?
I'd be a little more concerned with running some clock and making sure you're taking care of the lead because you keep flinging it around, you throw a couple of picks, you can put yourself in jeopardy.
Well, he had it online, gave it a pretty good ride too, but in the end, he's a victim of the crossbar.
And Brandon, you know kickers very well. I bet if we ask him after the game, he'll say he didn't get all of it. We've seen him hit from deeper than this in warm-ups, but here, he's a foot or so from clearing that bar.
On 1st down, Watson. He'll air it out deep for Thomas. And that's caught inside the 30. That one nearly 30 yards, 29 officially. Watson now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10. Yeah, boy, this defense again really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain. Looking to throw on 2nd down. Watson throwing the out route incomplete. That's Fuller. And out of bounds right around the 20. The Texans on 3rd down. They've converted 4 times out of 6. Not bad. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. To throw is Watson. And he's got the completion to Hopkins. That his 1st catch so far. They've held him under wraps, but he's got a 1st down there. So it's Texans football as we welcome you back. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score. Watson now to throw. That's caught. It's Thomas. And he couldn't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. Texans passing game in rhythm right now, picking up another 1st. Back to throw, Watson. That is caught. Hopkins for the Texans touchdown. DeAndre Hopkins, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Texans get a bit closer. Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Now Watson, he's going to lead the Texans up to go for 2. Again, it's Watson. The quick slant caught. And he'll get in. And they're going to draw themselves 2 points closer. And around the goal line, especially on two-point tries, sometimes the QB's best friend is that big target, the tight end.
I love how you described it because you know he's going to have some length and some catch radius as well as a big body to keep people away from the football.
This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line just across the 25.
The Colts take over 1st and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And a few kneel downs should come very close to finishing this one off, depending on whether or not we see any defensive timeouts. They still have 2, but using them would just be prolonging what's really already been decided. Flushed, nowhere to go here. He lost the football, and the Texans scoop it. And this drive will start on the edge of the red zone at the 20-yard line.
Well, maybe it hasn't exactly been a Rembrandt, but they've been mistake-free to this point and finally cough it up. I don't think it's going to cost them the game. They should be fine. But, boy, they're going to hate that going back and watching tape and being able to say we were that close to achieving our goal of 0 turnovers during the game.
A little blemish, but as you say, still comfortably in command.
Watch the twist, watch the twist.
They'll run on 1st down. It's Shaw, and he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Now a 2nd down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete. Well, the trials and tribulations of being a quarterback in this league, it's tough. It's got to be wearing on him out there.
Well, he has been sacked a number of times. He had an interception, so I'm going to give him a skosh of credit for hanging in there and trying to make something happen, despite the amount of pressure he's been under this entire game.
Looking for the end, and this is going to be intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And not much on the return there. He'll take it only up to the 9-yard line.
Well, this defensive pressure has been constant all game long. The pass rush, the coverage, they've all been excellent, and now they'll tack on an interception here as this one continues to slip just further and further out of hand.
And they'll start on the ground with Hines. And he'll find some room to get this up to about the 14. Justin Reed, the safety, made the tackle.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain considering the blitz that they just had against them.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. They'll run here with Balaj. And a short gain across the 15 to the 17-yard line. Give him 3 on the play, and they're going to have a 3rd down.
A 3-yard gain on the play brings up 3rd down.
Son, Henry, 41 Mike. You must be getting tired of seeing me.
They'll stay on the ground. Balaj again. And he's going to get the 1st down here as he's taken down at the 22. So this one winds up an Indianapolis victory, and maybe more importantly, a victory in the division, which always helps.
And on the road. How about all of that rolled up into one? Because how often